The only thing I hate more than boring comedians is comedians who think they suddenly know politics. Like, bro, just because you make people laugh doesn't mean you're qualified to break down foreign policy. But the Rogan-sphere lives for that. These guys act like their podcast mic is a Senate seat. And what makes it even funnier is how none of them have a spine. They don't stand for anything. They just ride whatever wave is hottest that month. When Trump first came around, most of these dudes were clowning him. Rogan, Schultz, the whole orbit. They were all saying this guy is crazy. They talked about how unhinged he was, how dangerous he might be.
Highlights the reasons why a guy like Donald Trump is so dangerous. Is because a guy can incite a bunch of morons to do something really stupid. And now that he's silenced off of social media, and now that, you know, that actually did happen, once it becomes a thing, it can be like mass shootings, right? They didn't exist, then they did. Right. Now they're a thing.
Andrew Schultz even made a video 6 years ago titled "The One Way to Beat Trump in 2020."
Baits you. He waits, and then he has a simple line that is so agreeable, right? It's just so agreeable. If you don't like it, here, leave. But what's better is to respond to, like, if you looked at the four congressmen that went up there, AOC, Elon, and all them, they all were just responding to what Trump said.
Then Trump got popular, and the anti-woke wave got massive, and suddenly they're all repeating his talking points, praising him for being honest, inviting him on their shows and treating him like the guy who's going to save the country. The same Joe Rogan who once blamed January 6th on Trump is now saying the whole thing was done to bring Trump down.
The January 6th thing is bad, but also the intelligence agencies were involved in provoking people to go into the Capitol building. That's a fact. I think every other person who was involved in January 6th, who was involved in coordinating a break-in into the Capitol and in instigating people breaking, they were all arrested. This guy wasn't.
Not only that, Rogan invited Trump onto his podcast and praised him the entire time without pushing back on the same dangerous ideas he was criticizing just a year earlier.
You have to be on the show again. Come on, let's go.
She loved you.
To love me.
That episode where
By the way, Whoopi,
people should watch that episode just to see what we're talking about. Like I said, we don't want to get a copyright strike, so we're not going to put it up. But if you watch the episode, it's bananas. It's like an alternative universe. And it's only
but Whoopi
9 years ago.
Whoopi loved me.
You. Gives you a hug and a kiss.
And how about that other one, the new one on there, the one from my administration?
This is basically the summary of that podcast. He didn't ask a single challenging question, and it wasn't just him. Our boy Andrew and his homies had to jump on the ride too.
Don's a little wild.
The whole podcast is just Andrew Schultz staring at Trump like he's in love and dropping cringy forced laughs. He's genuinely unbearable.
If you're not sharp, you're dead. Basically a truthful person. But frankly,
you hear them say he's down, or were you just
so when I got hit, I assume that it's funny.
Is it?
When I was down there, it is sort of strange. I guess now it's a little bit, we can smile a little bit, but not really, because the three guys, one killed, two very badly.
And it wasn't just the podcast. Afterwards, Andrew kept grifting for him throughout the campaign.
What people like about Trump, despite him being like a billionaire who got money from his dad, right? He doesn't talk like them. He talks like me and you. The Indian journalist is asking him a question, dibble dabble, and then all of a sudden, dibble dabble, and then he goes, I don't know what the hell that guy just said. That to me is the most relatable thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I go, yeah, that's what I would have said. That's what he would have said. That's what you would have said if we were just hanging around in the corner talking.
They go from mocking him to treating him like a political prophet the second it becomes trendy with their audience. But now that the tide is turning again, now that Trump is getting hammered in the press, now that the Epstein files are out, now that people are finally saying, okay, this dude might actually be finished, suddenly they flipped right back. Now they're criticizing him all over again, acting like they had nothing to do with hyping him up, nothing to do with boosting his image, nothing to do with helping him stay relevant.
Bro, in the way that you said they would.
To that point, like there'll be people that like they'll DM me and be like, you see what your boy's doing? You voted for this. I'm like, I voted for none of this. He's doing the exact opposite of everything I voted for.
Yeah.
I want him to stop the wars. He's funding them. I want him to shrink spending, reduce the budget. He's increasing it. It's like everything that he said he's going to do, except sending immigrants back.
It's funny how they're now pretending like, oh, we didn't know he'd do this. Like, bro, this isn't his first time being president. Why are you lying to yourself? You knew exactly what was going to happen. You just didn't care because speaking up would cost you money and you weren't willing to take that risk, so you glazed him like everyone else. It's funny how now they take zero responsibility, but this is how proud they were when he first got elected.
It's so crazy. What? This group influenced the presidential election of 2024.
Yo, listen.
Ain't that crazy?
Don't even say influence. We decided.
We were the turning point.
Just
We truly were.
just know. And we'll be left out of everything, and that's fine. We don't give a fuck about the credit. We know what we do.
I don't need this credit.
It's fine. We'll be left out of everything. It's totally fine. It doesn't matter. That is the nature of things that we started. Everybody else does it. But he was not up until this pod.
It's true.
After the pod, he surges, what, 3 or 4%?
Yeah, it was a rap, dude.
Never went back down after that.
The podcast guys were basically taken for a ride. Like they're looking at it as, look, Trump knew that he wasn't going to get asked anything that he might get on NBC News or anywhere else. He basically wanted to use the audience to convince them that he was a normal dude and get them to vote for him.
Trump and those people used the podcast sphere to manipulate their way into the White House by like assuming this like, oh, I'm just your friend. It's me, bro. Trump, your buddy.
And now our blonde funny scientist, Joe Rogan, is also backtracking like crazy. This man went even further and started criticizing Trump for treating immigrants badly and deporting people. Like, bro, Trump's entire campaign was literally built on immigration. He's playing dumb and virtuous because now everyone turned against Trump and the vibe shifted.
When you're just arresting people in front of their kids and just normal, regular people that have been here for 20 years, that everybody who has a heart can't get along with that.
No.
Everybody who has a heart sees that and goes, that can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be the only way to do this.
Right.
Because you have to think, look, yeah, we have to have a border. Yes, it should have been secure. Yes, they should make sure you know who everybody is before they get in.
Yeah.
But when people been here for 20 years, like, come on, man. That's crazy. Like, let's find a way. If they've been productive members of society for 20 years, no criminal record, they worked the entire time, they paid taxes, find them a pathway to citizenship. Find a way where you can do this thing that you want to do, which is keep terrorists and cartel members from getting across the border with drugs that kill 100,000 people a year. Okay, but also have a fucking heart. Because if you don't, you're not going to get anybody on your side. If you're doing this stuff publicly, throwing women to the ground, handcuffing people, just for existing on the wrong side of the dirt. Not a criminal. Not the only crime they ever committed was coming over here as a kid. They probably didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
Man.
You know, a lot of kids got snuck across when they were already born in Mexico. And they've grown up their entire life in America. They can't even speak Spanish. And they could get sent back. No one gets on board with that, man. No one with a heart.
Well,
and of course, they're also calling out the Epstein stuff now because everyone is calling Trump out. They can't miss the ride.
Funniest thing.
Or the Epstein files is a hoax.
Bro, the fucking Epstein thing is just
nothing but a hoax.
It's just I don't even understand. I don't get it. It is the easiest political victory. Like if you just
it is, but it isn't. Here's the thing. I'm not supporting anything. Just be really clear, ladies and gentlemen. But if you have relationships with all these insanely wealthy people that are going to be severely impacted by this. Like, this is the ultimate political football. Because I don't know what the numbers are. I don't know who the people are, but I've heard things. And if those things are true, you're dealing with some of the most powerful people in the world, some of the wealthiest people in the world.
And the funniest thing is they've already found a new ride. Now they're grifting off Mamdani. The same Andrew who was kicking Trump every chance he got is suddenly sitting on a podcast with Mamdani. Like, he's been supporting him since day one.
This guy had it, dude. Crazy momentum. People loved him. You saw the thing happening. And then the last week or two before the election, I was like, oh, he got this.
I've been trying to tell y'all, man. Like, he's out. He has people, like, they came to my door 3 times.
That's pretty much it. Same old pattern, new day. Subscribe for more.